What's up, everybody? Thanks for flocking with me. I'm your host, Magic, and this is where you get your everyday coverage of the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, Deion Sanders, prime time, bring the cornerback. Lamar Jackson, I can turn the 8 to a quarterback.
Another episode, another day. I know we done got settled in with the win of the Baltimore Ravens versus the Cincinnati Bengals. And now that we got a whole day to get that out of our system, I know it's probably still in our system. I know a lot of us is drinking that purple Kool-Aid right now, but it's all cool. But I want to just get right into it. So, of course, we know that we had a few injuries throughout the game, and a few injury updates that I want to also give out. And one of them will be, of course, Odell Beckham Jr. Now, OBJ, he's all the fans been sending their wishes to him, but kind of find out the injury not that bad. He had an ankle injury. I think they really set him out for more precautionary reasons, and then they seen they had a nice flow with the other receivers that they had in, so they probably was just like, hey, Odell Beckham, take the day off. Now, with that being said, practice tomorrow. We'll see if he'll come to practice. My best guess is they'll probably give him a rest day. And then they probably make a decision on Thursday when he come to practice. And then on Friday, they probably make a decision depending on the Colts. Because the Colts looking like they are about a 8.5-point underdog right now. So I believe the Ravens is supposed to be beating them convincingly. So they probably thinking about sending Odell Beckham down for that game because the Ravens ain't get Odell Beckham for September. The Ravens did not sign Odell Beckham for September. Everybody know the Ravens signed Odell Beckham for late December, January, and February, hopefully. That's what the Ravens signed Odell Beckham for. So they're not going to be rushing him back. So if Odell Beckham doesn't play against the Colts, don't take anything seriously about it. Just know that the Ravens is being real precautious, as they should be right now, because you see how many injuries is happening throughout the league entirely, not just the Ravens. Then we also have Owe, Odafe Owe. A lot of people was asking about Odafe Owe. They ain't see him much in the game, so they was wondering did he get hurt. And yes, he did get hurt. That's the reason why you seen Robinson in the game a lot. So Odafe Owe, he had injured his ankle also. And John Harbaugh really ain't comment on it, but he said it ain't serious. So I'll give him about the same expectation as far as with OBJ. They probably sit him out depending on how they feel and how he practiced tomorrow. I think he'll probably come to practice tomorrow too, though. And then that will determine if he practiced or not. We'll start seeing his list on the injury report. Another injury update. I want to give you an update on Marcus Williams. Marcus Williams, he torn his pec, and then John Harbaugh said he had a decision to make. And that decision was to either have surgery, but he decided not to have surgery, to rehab it, to fight through the pain. And yeah, with that being said, expect him to be out probably 3 months at the most. I'm gonna say about, if I had to give him an amount of games, about 8 games, about 8 games that he might miss. Yeah, so probably more than that. But yeah, just know Marcus Williams, once again, as long as he'll be back for the playoff push. That's the main thing about it. Marlon Humphrey. Well, Marlon Humphrey, if anybody watched his podcast, and shout out to Marlon Humphrey and his podcast, he's a character. He's definitely a character. And he said he should have been back week 1. He always talk about he could play. So Marlon Humphrey, I'm pretty sure that he's ready to go now. He's been talking about playing since week 1. And I believe that, yeah, Marlon Humphrey, he should be back in practice, at least I'll say this week. I'm not saying he's good to go, but we'll see tomorrow at practice. So yeah, Marlon Humphrey, keep an eye out for him. And just imagine how that would look if Marlon Humphrey joined this secondary with Rock Ya-Sin, and you seen how he played coverage. Then you also had Ronald Darby, who they picked up. They got a nice veteran core, and now they got nice depth. So yeah, tell me what you think in the comments. What you think about the injuries? Do you think that these injuries is going to affect the Ravens? What do you think about the injuries in the whole league? Do you feel like, is it the turf? Because a lot of the players is now complaining about turf. Tyreek Hill just made a post about getting grass fields. You know, all the players is now fighting for grass fields. So tell me what you think about the injuries. One last thing I want to go about before I end off with y'all. I want to talk a little bit about Lamar Jackson and this Todd Monken offense. So I've been telling y'all how I like Todd Monken because you see with these injuries, he know how to change up. One thing about Todd Monken that I've been telling everybody, he's not a one-trick pony. He's not a pass-happy guy. He's not a run-happy guy. He can do whatever the team needs. And that's fit the Ravens perfectly because that's the type of team we is. We a hard-built, we a hard-fought team. Like, we get down and dirty. So we don't mind winning however we got to win. Right? So with the Ravens, if they got to beat you passing it, they'll beat you passing it. If they got to beat you running it, if you let us run the ball on you all game, we'll run the ball on you all game. If you're not stopping Lamar Jackson on the options, then we'll run Lamar Jackson all game. Like, Todd Monken going to do whatever that the defense is allowing. And that's what's great about Todd Monken. And with that being said, Lamar Jackson, he been under center a lot more this year. So far, he been a lot under center. 23% of his plays that he been in the game, and like 23%. I know y'all probably think that's a low number, but no, that's actually higher than what he did all last year. You know, he doing more pistol, more shotguns. And let me explain what I mean for the ones who don't understand what I'm saying. Under center is when he's directly under the center and he get the handoff, right? Now the difference between that and when you take a shotgun pass or a pistol pass is the center is throwing it, let's say 3 to 5 yards deep. So you already got your pocket or where you already at. You don't have to step back. But when you step back in a single, like if you step back because you're on the center, the linebackers all now have to pay attention that split second to see if you about to hand the ball off or if you about to set up another type of play. They got to be aware of that because if you hand the ball off, they got to be ready to play the run, or else you see what Gus Edwards did. You see how he ran through them holes for them big gains and stuff like that. And that's all because of if you look at them plays, they all was in under coverage. You know, even the plays where he threw the touchdown, he was under coverage. He dropped back, he did a play action, which froze everybody, and then he threw the deep ball. All right, so that's why I'm saying he's under center a lot more, and that's great for him because now he's in traditional forms of a quarterback, and it's like a lot of teams, well, at least Cincinnati wasn't used to that because this is the first year of Todd Monken with the Ravens, of course, and they used to him being in the pistol. So as soon as he get it, they can see what movements he doing. Is he handing it off? Is he going straight to pass formation? And they can see all that. But when you're doing under the center, like I said, your back is turned to the defense, and they don't know if you're really handing it off. They don't see if you're tucking it. All they got to do is just stay frozen until they actually, or take a chance. They take a chance. Maybe they come in thinking it's a run, and that's when somebody get beat right over the middle. Maybe they sit back thinking it's a pass, and that's when somebody run it right through you for 7-8 yards. So that's what I'm saying. Under center a lot more. That's what Todd Monken has done so far with this new offense featuring Lamar Jackson. Leave in your comments what you think. Tell me what you think. Do you see anything different as far as with this offense, other than the Ravens got new receivers? All right, y'all. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for flocking with me. That's another episode. You'll see me drop another episode, of course, tomorrow, as I keep you updated with your everyday Ravens.